All right, man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video. And today, man, we still locked in, we still grinding. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. The moment he realized his life was over. Let's check it out.
4474 00.
Just before midnight on May
Is that
31st,
somebody's mama?
2022, officers from the Milwaukee Police Department in Wisconsin were dispatched to a potential shooting that took place in a residential part of the
But
city.
look, y'all know we do a lot of reactions on drill things and this, that, and the third. But look, a lot of people always overlook the person who's been shot and killed. They mama, they people, they people who talk to them every day, who birthed them, who raised them, who was there when they fell off their first bike. Shit like that, bro. That's a different type of
caller,
feeling.
a female utilize been shot. The caller did hear about 15 shots, possibly from 2 different guns. It is possibly coming from Long Island and Custer.
Would that be something that Vincent checked from before?
TC did advise MSD of the shooting. We have 2 entered on the board. I'm going to dupe them all together eventually. I just want them to continue entering the information before I dupe them.
Red light. Red light. My bad. My bad. Clear, right?
So we're in a crowd of people out here.
Still didn't stop.
Pull up next one. Pull up next one. I got it.
0.
Y'all need to call an ambulance.
Yeah, we got him.
Aim her.
I need you to move so we can do CPR.
Well, they hit a girl.
I need you to step off this side so we can do CPR.
Alright, we got one black female from the
So Cammy is the girl, probably a Camille or somebody.
She breathing. She shot too. We need help.
What happened? What happened? Is she okay?
Someone let off.
No, bro. Where's the ambulance? They're coming. They're coming.
Where is they at, bro?
She got shot in the leg.
Yes.
She's conscious and breathing.
Yes, but she been shot.
Yeah, we got someone working. We know who shot you.
We have another black female, not conscious, not breathing.
Ma'am, can you do me a favor? They've got to work on both sides.
Yeah,
So you
can
got
you
to step
please
back
move?
for me, okay? So they can keep working on it.
Ma'am, can you please move faster?
What the f*** you mean? Can I move faster?
I'm trying to save her, okay? I get it.
But people don't understand. Y'all think y'all doing something. Let the people who are here to save their life, save their life. Get out the way. I understand that you feeling like this. You probably never been in a situation like this. Let the people who can save somebody's life, save their life. If you can't drive the car fast and do what you got to do to get them to the hospital, you shouldn't be the one driving. And stuff like that. Like, come on, man. People just got to have situational awareness. You don't know CPR. You can't save her life. Get the fuck out the way.
We also have a vehicle multiple bullet strikes to it. It's going to be a
Was anybody out here when this happened? Did they see anything?
Oh, bro, I didn't see
You see what happened?
We're just trying to surprise my friend.
So you were coming to surprise a
I
friend?
got you for sure.
Yes,
I got
he
you.
just got out of jail.
Were we just talking about
This is Milwaukee.
I know, baby.
Is this what happened earlier?
No, this just happened.
Yeah, but is this...
Everybody just out minding their own business. Nothing was
No,
going on.
we dealt with
I
it before,
passed
that's
out.
why.
This don't
Yeah,
got
that's
nothing
why.
to do with that.
I'm responsive. Been doing CPR since we got here.
Taji, you have to calm down.
All we doing was coming to see Fredo.
Yeah, victims 1 P&D.
We were trying to show our jigger.
Wait. One priority
Victims 1 P&D.
We were trying to show
she
our
gone.
jigger. She shot in the right upper chest.
That's his sister.
Jigger.
Dealt with earlier. Ma'am. First name?
Yes.
What's her first name?
Camiana.
So far, officers learned that the girls were driving a gray Kia Soul when they were suddenly shot at. 3 girls are known to be in the car at the time. One is Camiona, the girl medics are trying to stabilize. One
Why
is
would people shoot
Tajiana,
at a
who has
car
been
full
shot
of
in the leg or
females?
lower back area. The third is a girl referred to as Giga, who has apparently walked off scene, or at least out of earshot and visuals of the body cameras we have access to. It is unknown at the time if she has any injuries. Officers
trying
are
to
also
say?
not
She
aware
was a
yet that
target?
Giga was a passenger in the vehicle, but they will discover this later on. The girls were apparently on their way to meet an individual named Fredo, an ex-boyfriend of Giga's who had just been released from jail. Giga seems to be living out in Arizona, so Fredo seeing her would be a bit of a surprise. Additionally, officers have been noting that another individual
But why would you go to see your ex-boyfriend just for him getting out of jail? You trying to get back with him?
who they believe is Camiona's sister, Sierra, is also on scene.
I'm gonna find the sister. The sister's the one that we dealt with earlier.
I just saw right now. I said, we was talking to you then. You said nothing happened. We was trying to talk to you. You said no.
Dang.
Officers at the time do not realize that Sierra is not literally Camiona's sister, but is at least very familiar with her as Camiona is dating Sierra's apparent younger brother, Omarion. Officers' suspicions of Sierra appear to grow as they note she called for emergency services earlier the same day. It's later on that the shooting took place just outside of Sierra's residence, where she, her brother Omarion, and others call home. The male civilian on scene, who exclaimed Camiona was shot, appears to be Sierra's boyfriend, though this is not confirmed through our available sources. And so the question becomes, who is responsible for firing at the 3 girls in the car?
Shots came from this way. There's bullet holes in the windshield.
I know they not finna say the person who shot at the car was the sister's boyfriend. I mean, the boyfriend's sister. Or the was the sister? No, was the friend's? I don't know. Bro, they just broke this shit down.
There's one in her right collarbone.
I was trying to see not Camiona, but the girl that they had in the green.
No balls.
Everybody start pushing them back, away from the scene.
Well, she was out here. I came running after.
Thanks for your help,
I didn't mean to grab ya.
You gotta work on it.
You got gloves.
The person that they live
We're gonna
in.
do one more rhythm check here in a little bit, and then we'll call it. Okay. 4474.
She shot and she worried about her friend.
We will. And that's a friend's auntie's car. So who's driving that?
My friend.
Who was in the street?
Yeah.
We're estimating 1 loss.
We dealt with Sierra earlier tonight, and there's possibly shots fired. You don't know much about her.
I really hope she didn't.
So
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. We friends with them.
So
When I was
do you know if her boyfriend's violent or anything like that? You
That's
don't
what I
know?
was trying to say. The boyfriend was the one who shot, but if he shot at his girlfriend's sister, why would he do that?
High school. She used to talk to the boy that just got out of jail. We wanted to surprise him. I had a gut feeling. I said it before we even got shot. We do not need to be on this block. If something's gonna happen. And all I see is this little silver car. Silver car. I see them flick their lights. They're gonna pull over and start shooting.
The silver car does?
Yes, they pull it on.
No pulse there? Nope.
They only put the gun through the window.
11:20 p.m. 2420 P. Mark the time was at 11:20 p.m.
So it's 2 things that could possibly be going on right now. Whoever gray Kia that they was in had some shit going on, and that's the person they was trying to get at, or they knew the people that was in that car who shot at them.
Somebody seen something.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody had to. They always outside.
4213, anyone have red tape?
We's not them type of females.
No,
My friend,
not
she's in
saying,
college.
but we just gotta-
I'm graduating high school.
Where do you go to high school?
My boyfriend, that was my, I don't know if you seen him. They all in the house. They come outside.
No
and
one's-
running. I graduate. I'm gonna be in the hospital. I'm not gonna be able to.
You graduate to when?
Friday.
No, you should be good. It's just a leg. When MFD's like sitting back, that's a good sign.
Okay.
What's the single gunshot wound?
Imagine you get shot 2 days.
And she be going
And
to
this
the
is what I be saying, bro. People don't be realizing what they be doing. Now, we don't know who it was who shot at them or what the reason was so far in this video, but I be seeing so many times people pass away right before they graduate, right after they graduate, and this, that, and the third. Like, and every situation is different. But it's like, damn, bro, let these folk live their life.
I'm not sure. Yeah. What's the friend's name that just got out of prison?
Fredo.
Fredo? You don't know much about him?
No. I'm so sorry. I think I don't give any information.
You're real tired of this. My 4th dead kid this month.
Okay. Do you remember that non-shooting from earlier? This is her sister.
So this might have been
Related, but she didn't want to tell us anything.
Suspect description is going to be 2 subjects, unknown race or sex, operating a silver vehicle, heavy tint. Victims pull up, subjects exit the vehicle, discharge firearm at vehicle striking victims, and fled south.
You're doing really well considering the circumstances. Found out 2 more cases.
Be advised, right now we're up to about 20 family members and they're pretty upset.
As police secure the area, investigators and other officers begin questioning those on scene.
Do you know anybody that got hit or anything like that?
Did you see anything or hear anything?
I was standing on the side, and I got a newborn in the house, and I got a 10-year-old that was playing around, and I just ran. I ain't looked because I wasn't trying to go see because I got kids to go home too.
According to both a police report and Tatiana's account of the events, detectives later interviewed Giga, the third passenger in the victim's vehicle. Giga told officers that she saw Omarion and his friend Dalen outside Omarion's home shortly before gunfire erupted. Officers also questioned another individual, Fredo, whose real name is Rashawn. Initially, Rashawn claimed he didn't witness or hear anything, but later he told a different detective that he had seen part of what happened as he was standing outside when the shots were fired. Due to inconsistencies in Omarion, Dalen, and Rashawn's statements and movements, officers identified them as suspects. In short, the three girls
why would they be suspects if they wasn't in the car and they was standing outside? Or is they trying to say that they didn't know who was in that car pulling down the block, so they shot the car up thinking it was somebody coming to do some weird shit? Okay,
car were shot at as they attempted to surprise some boys in the neighborhood, leading to Camiona's death. Interestingly, the vehicle Tatiana mentioned that allegedly carried multiple armed individuals wasn't mentioned in the arrest report, which was made days after that night. Without further documentation, it is unclear if the mysterious dark-tinted vehicle was ever located or considered part of the investigation after arrests were made. Ultimately, officers developed enough probable cause to get an arrest warrant for one of the three suspects. At 1:47 a.m. that same night, they made a surprise appearance at the same residence the shooting took place.
Why would they?
This is the look of 18-year-old Dalen Bridges as he's arrested for murder.
You got anything on you?
So this isn't, so this isn't Fredo, the dude that they came to see, and it's not whoever the third guy is. But is this the boyfriend to the girl?
Hey, y'all. Come on. Come on, man.
He might not realize it at the time, but what happened tonight may forever affect his life. We will go over his charges and sentencing in a moment.
Y'all, my girlfriend, y'all trying to take my brother to job. Slap the out of one of y'all. What? What'd you just say? What'd you just say? Don't touch me. Huh? Turn around. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but you can't threaten a police officer. And then on top of that, bro, you talking about some, you just lost your girlfriend. Okay, cool. You just lost your girlfriend. They saying this the nigga who shot her. Why you trying to protect them? The world is crazy. She finna go to jail too. When one fall, they all fall. Y'all the one who left them in the house.
The second individual to be arrested was 18-year-old Omarion McNeely.
Okay, just relax then, man.
Okay, I'm relaxed, bro. Look how you holding my arm and look how y'all got the cut.
Cause look how you was acting. You just be cool. The cuffs wouldn't be that tight, right?
Yeah, got it.
Right? You hear what I'm saying?
My girlfriend is
down. I'm sorry about that, okay?
Oh, you said it was
Exactly, that's what I told you.
Okay, come on.
I'll take your money out to jail.
Man, what you think was gonna happen when he said that? I get you pissed off for it, but I didn't know what the f just happened. I was chilling there and then bang.
Have you ever been arrested before?
On Omarion's Facebook page, which we found through the grapevine of research, shows
posted on the day of the shooting. When I was what the fuck does this say? When I ain't know what I wanted to be. My mama only raised 4 girls. Ain't no hoe in me. Congratulations to the man that did it. When I ain't know. I think he meant to say when I didn't know what I wanted to be. I don't know what.
Post of him celebrating his graduation, along with post of him and Camiona as a couple. You may have noticed his Facebook name is listed as HNPODZ. After doing a bit of digging, we discovered a handful of Omarion's friends also had HNP in their Facebook name, and many supplied it in their About section as well. We couldn't determine exactly what HNP stands for, but it's an apparent gang that Dalen, aka Day Day, and the third suspect Rashawn, aka Fredo, who was arrested off camera, all seem to be a part of, at least according to their social media profiles. Fredo, aka Rashawn, had not actually been fully released from the law as he was out on bail with GPS monitoring for a separate murder charge. Regarding the murder charge Rashawn faced prior to the events in this video, many of the HNP network of friends made Facebook posts calling for Rashawn's release while using his alias name. He was being tried for shooting and killing 26-year-old Jasmine Brown in April of 2021.
What's up with these Milwaukee motherfuckers hitting girls, bro? So they ops. I don't think it was one of them in the car, bro. Honestly, I don't, because that doesn't even make sense to me. It had to be one of their ops. You just got out of jail. They know you out of jail. They see a car pulling up, this, that, and the third. They recognize the girl probably who was driving, like, oh, that's his girlfriend. Flame up the car. She died.
According to news reports, Rashawn's older brother Angelo McCaleb apparently had an unpleasant run-in with an ex-girlfriend and her group of friends at a club, which included Jasmine. In retaliation, Angelo allegedly placed a rifle in the front seat of his vehicle as the group of women left the club. Soon after, Rashawn, who was a passenger in his brother's vehicle, picked up the rifle, stood through the moonroof of the car, and shot at the group of women after they stopped at a house to drop the ex-girlfriend off. Rashawn was just 16 years old when he allegedly shot and killed Jasmine and had been jailed for nearly a year before being released back out into the public thanks to a sudden change in his bond agreement. The court changed his bail from a $30,000 cash bond to a $30,000 signature bond, giving him the ability to leave jail without any upfront cost during his transition to house arrest. According to news sources, this sudden change happened due to a prosecutor's key witness failing to show at trial. That key witness was allegedly Angelo himself. According to a Milwaukee Journal...
He didn't tell on his brother. See, bro, this the shit that makes everything so fucking confusing. Why would your key witness be this man's brother? Why would I'm not finna sit right here and tell on my brother, man. Especially with him being in the car. That's placing me at the murder scene.
Sentinel investigation. This is a fairly common occurrence in homicide cases in the area. Their investigation found that at least 23% of cases between 2014 and 2019 had issues with witnesses showing up to testify. Man. The prosecution's failure to present a...
Somebody's dead. They already dead. Why would I sit right here, go on the stand to put somebody else away, risk my life for somebody who ain't never coming back? I understand they said we want justice for this person, we want justice for that. I understand that 1000%. But at the end of the day, the police ain't gonna protect me the same way they ain't protect them. They gone and they dead. You know, if anything gonna happen, somebody get back to them, this, that, and the third. But I got people that I gotta live for too. So I ain't telling them nobody.
Then prompted Rashawn to request a speedy trial. In Wisconsin, a speedy trial means a trial date must be set within 90 days. Because the court could not meet this timeline, they were legally required to give Rashawn an alternative bond type or drop his murder case. While under home arrest, 17-year-old Rashawn resided in the same home as Omarion, next to where the shooting in this video took place. While at the residence, Rashawn, Dalen, and Omarion allegedly witnessed a gray vehicle driving up and down the street multiple times. The vehicle had heavily tinted windows, preventing anybody from seeing inside. This put Rashawn on edge, as he allegedly received threats for having killed Jasmine the year prior. The three agreed that, when the vehicle came around the road again, they would all shoot at the car. Unfortunately, Camiona, Tajiana, and Giga got caught in the alleged crossfire. It is unclear what happened to those inside the mysterious vehicle, but by the time police arrived, they appeared to have sped off. It is also unclear if officers suspected the occupants of the vehicle fired any bullets at all, although Tajiana's ambulance testimony claims guns were shot from both sides of the mysterious vehicle. According to news sources, Omarion's older sister, possibly Sierra, is Rashawn's adopted mother. While she says she did not see the shooting, she reportedly later admitted finding her brother Omarion destroying his bedroom right after the shooting, where he allegedly said, "She's my girl, but they're my brothers." Officers appeared to arrest her for further questioning, though we were unable to find any charges pressed against her. Before her apprehension, officers allowed her to change out of her t-shirt as it appeared to be covered in blood from the crime scene.
Man, you don't gotta tell me all that slick my ain't about nothing. Alright, what?
Just relax, baby. They be talking too crazy, bro.
You can put one on.
It don't matter, bro. I just asked you nicely not to put it tight.
And I just told you mine.
I love y'all.
During a search of the house, officers discovered 5 different handguns, one of which had an extended magazine. Forensic investigations conducted later found 24 casings on the site of the shooting. Rashawn estimated that he fired 15 to 20 shots. Dayline estimated that he fired 10 to 12. Omarion allegedly fired just 1 time before his gun jammed. All 3 male teenagers were charged with 2 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety as a party to a crime. Daylan and Rashawn were each additionally charged with 1 count of first-degree reckless homicide as a party to a crime. All 3 also initially entered a plea of not guilty. For Omarion's case, it would take him just over 9 months to change his plea from not guilty to guilty. He was found guilty on both counts of his first-degree recklessly endangering safety charges. For each, he was sentenced 6 years in prison with 5 years of probation to be served concurrently, making that the total sentence. His sentence...
Damn. That's not how I thought that was gonna go. And, you know, coming and changing and realizing what life is really about, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. It's not those girls' fault, but out of everybody that y'all could have been attracted to, everybody that y'all could have been happy to see, it had to be somebody who just got released from jail for a body. And he wasn't released because he was innocent. He was released because they didn't have enough evidence on him. It still come with it. If you a girl and you out here thugging with the quote unquote biggest op, the most hated nigga in the city, whether we like it or not, everything that goes on in his life, you are susceptible to. So this innocent girl got shot and killed, taking her friend to see somebody who just got released out of jail for a body and end up getting in the crossfire for somebody looking at them, hunting them down. And then the fact that them folks know where y'all stay at, they pulled up on y'all, trying to figure out what they wanted to do.
With 290 days of jail credit. He is estimated to be released on probation in September of 2026, when he will be 22 years old. His probation will end when he is 30 years old. For Dalen's case, he would stand by his not guilty plea and moved forward.
So I guess they gonna transition like the rest of his time that he gonna get out early from jail, and the rest of his time that he was supposed to serve in prison, they gonna add it to his probation because he went from 5 years to 8. No. 2026. And when he 30, what the fuck? Yeah, to be released from probation September 2026 at age 22. So he has 8 years of probation. His total sentence is 11 years. So he's going to spend 3 years in prison, granted 1 year full of jail credit. So he got 2 years in prison, and then the rest of the time on probation.
30 years old. For Dalen's case, he would stand by his not guilty plea and moved forward with a jury trial. The trial found him guilty on all counts. For his reckless homicide charge, he was sentenced 15 years in prison plus 5 years of probation. For each count of endangering safety, he was sentenced 3 years in prison plus 2 years of probation. All of his charges will be served concurrently, resulting in a total sentence of 15 years in prison.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. So depending, we don't know if they gave him a plea from the information that they're giving us, but I ain't gonna lie, with certain situations, y'all might not have been the people who killed them, but it's a shootout. Both parties are guilty. I just want to know if the people on the other side had anything, like if anything happened to them.
5 years of probation. Dalen is starting with 346 days of jail credit. Having been sentenced in March of 2023, he is expected to be released on probation in April of 2032, when he will be 28 years old. He will not be released from probation until he is 39 years old. For Rashawn's case, he faced both the shootings he was involved in. He also faced 2 counts of bail jumping for previously failing to show up to court. In addition to the charges for this case, his previous case pressed charges for 1 count of second-degree reckless homicide as a party to a crime, and 1 count of first-degree recklessly endangering safety as a party to a crime. In court, he would switch his not guilty plea to guilty for all charges. For his first-degree murder charge, he was sentenced to 32 years in prison with 8 years of probation to be served consecutively with other charges. For both his first-degree recklessly...
He really got hit with 40 years. Because, and the thing about it is, probation, it's like you living like you still in jail, but you in a free world. So if you do anything, if you fuck up anyway, and you get arrested, if your name come up in something, back to prison. This nigga shot. I ain't gonna count though. This nigga right here, I don't got no remorse for him. Cause, nigga, you shot a female. Maybe not just once, but maybe twice. Y'all niggas killing females.
Endangering safety charges, he was charged a total of 3 years in prison and 2 years of probation. For his previous second-degree homicide charge, he was sentenced 14 years in prison with 6 years of probation. For his previous first-degree recklessly endangering safety charge, he was sentenced 3 years in prison with 3 years of probation. His bail jumping charges were dismissed, but read in. In total, Rashawn was sentenced 52 years in prison with 19 years of probation. He was given 623 days of jail credit that was ultimately canceled by the court roughly 5 months after his sentence, according to official court websites. Rashawn will not be released on probation until November 2057, when he will be 53 years old. He will not be released from probation until he is almost 90 years.
Yeah, your life over. You got a life sentence. Nigga, you gotta understand it like this, bro. The people who y'all was into it with, this, that, and the third, they probably ain't gonna be looking for you at 2057, but you gonna get out. You're gonna be a felon who went down for 2 murders. Oh my God. You on probation from 53 to 90. 37 years you on probation. You can't fuck up. Or you spending life in prison.
Currently, both Rashawn and Dalen have submitted their cases to the Court of Appeals. The outcome of those appeals is yet to be determined.
What happened? But my thing is this. Wait. Okay, so he explained it very well, but it's just 2 things that I that are not in the video that I really want to understand. What are the people who were in that other car sentenced to if they were ever picked up? Then 2, I understand that if they're committing a felony when somebody dies, that everybody gets charged with the body. So I guess I don't have a second question. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get in that comment box. Tell me how you felt about this video. It's your boy Key checking in, checking out. This shit in Milwaukee is crazy, bro. But it is what it is. Rest in peace to everybody who lost their life. We gone.